Call now. 416-870-6400 or star 640 on cell. This is the Arlene Bynum Show on Talk Radio, AM 640.
Now, if we're going to have a revolution, you got to have revolutionary music, and that just about does it, doesn't it? You hear that music? Even I want to take to the streets. It just makes you want to. It makes you want to have a revolution. We're having a revolution here, right on the air. We're going to find out more. We're going to go right back to the phones. A lot of people with a lot of opinions on this revolution, whether it's a real one, a fake one, a phony one, or an important one. Bang on what the last caller just said. We're going to find out what is going to happen when it comes here to the city of Toronto. We are joined by the activist who created the Occupy TO Facebook page. Niko S is joining us live. Niko, welcome to the show.
Hi guys, thank you for welcoming me. Just before we get started, I want to make it really clear that even though I did create the Facebook page, I'm only one out of hundreds of thousands of people who are helping make this movement possible, and I do not want any credibility towards making this movement possible. I'm only one out of thousands.
Okay, we got it. We're not going to give you more power than you have then, Niko. Thank you. Let me ask you, how's it going to look in Toronto? We just went live to the Occupy Wall Street, and they are focusing. They got the unions joining up. What's going to happen here, Niko?
I personally believe we're going to see an exact mimic of what's happening in Occupy Wall Street, and I believe your last caller, he made a statement about how the Canadian banking system seems to be more stringent than the American banking.
Well, we're in good shape, Niko. You guys have a problem.
I think there's something that a lot of listeners need to become aware of, and that is a form of banking called fractional reserve banking. This is something that the Bank of Canada also partakes in, and just in a 4-year period, the Bank of Canada had listed paying $137 billion in interest on goods and services that we paid maybe $10 billion.
Okay, let me just ask you something, Niko. Are you searching for things on our banking system?
For anything.
You're searching, are you getting down to the nitty-gritty? Because, Paul Martin, the former Prime Minister, has been flown all over the world to talk to people about regulating banks.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
That's not good enough for you?
No, I believe there are many people who are flying around the world involved with regulating our banking system, and it's not in one person's responsibility. It's in regards to the policies and the mechanisms of the monetary system, which are putting natural persons into risk. We are representing the corporations, the artificial person, and not fashioning a society that looks after our people.
Okay, so are you asking for a more socialist society then, Niko?
I am not asking for anything. I am asking that people raise their consciousness and come out to Occupy Toronto and get exposed to a lot of intellectual material through a lot of intellectual individuals.
Okay, well, we got a lot of intellectual individuals here too, so let's give it a go. What would be your main thrust be? Just to get out there and start talking?
Well, we do have a little bit of what we like to call a formation known as the General Assembly. We are having one this Friday, October 7th at Berkshire Park, and it's just the formation of every single person who is going to be taking part in the Occupy Toronto who can make it out this Friday to discuss further details of how we are going to make this occupation.
And will it be peaceful, Niko?
Yes, it will be.
No burning police cards, G20 stuff?
No, there will be. None of our activists have any intentions of causing any violence. This is a non-violent demonstration, and I do personally hope that the Toronto Police Department takes note of our stance towards non-violence and commends us on that.
Okay, Niko, I want to ask you, are the unions going to be part of this here because they've joined the protest in New York?
I can't speak on behalf of our labor union, but I do imagine that is something our logistics team is working towards.
So it is political?
Across all spectrums of our existence here in society.
So you're going to have conservatives and liberals and NDP, you're going to have people from all across?
I can't guarantee we'll have every type of person, but there's going to be a very large variety of people, and you may in fact have every single type of person who you could possibly consciously think of in your mind.
Okay, let me ask you, when did it strike you that this was the right thing to do? When was the moment, Niko?
The moment for me was just when I was watching the live stream for Occupy Wall Street and taking part in the chat. Every couple minutes you start to notice people getting more and more curious as to whether or not this is happening in their hometown, and I just decided to take the liberty of creating the page and hopefully gathering enough dedicated individuals to get the ball rolling, and this monster is rolling.
All right, let me ask you, have you been to a protest before? There is a theory sometimes that people find them quite fashionable.
Some people do find protests fashionable, and you will find some people who are coming to the protest solely for fashion, and that's not something I can stop. It's not something anybody in the society can stop, but I can assure you this protest is not a party. This is a very, very serious awakening of the mind.
All right. Niko, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.